Hi, my name's Gary Marsden. The goal of this session is to spend a few minutes just talking through with you what is a tile? What is a data protection on demand tile? Our goal with data protection on demand is to simplify security, is to get security to a point where anybody can use it, where you don't need to be a crypto ninja, to get to a point where you can point, click and deploy security to a level that your organization requires. We do that through a completely unique concept, something that is really new to security. It's called a marketplace, and it takes its lead from the marketplaces that we're all familiar with. Whether it's an app store or an Android market, we're all very familiar with pointing, clicking and deploying to get access to the applications that we need. No matter who we are in an organization, we can get access within a few moments to an application that makes us more productive, more effective. And that's really what we want to do with data protection on demand, is to give people access to the security applications that will make their businesses secure, that will give them the protection that they require in order for their business to be a success. We start off by giving access to the IT security director. He gets access to the marketplace. He allows other people within his organization to access those applications. He can determine which tiles, as we call them, these little things that you can click on here to get access to those applications. He can determine which ones of those his business gets access to. So maybe, for example, the database administrators, the SecOps, the DevOps guys can get access to the right things that they need. Maybe code signing applications, maybe TDE encryption key management for Oracle databases. And then also we can give access to security applications for things like Salesforce, where we can secure the keys for a Salesforce Shield implementation. So this means that everybody gets access quickly, simply and easily to the applications that they require by simply pointing and clicking on those simple tiles. So what is a tile and what does it do? We can see here a simplified version of that marketplace. These tiles allow us quickly and easily to identify the use cases that our customers are actually going to use. It allows us to set up simple pricing models so they can subscribe to the right tile for the right moment. It allows us to look at how we deploy those tiles and deploy those security applications, so you don't need a lot of skills to do that. So it simplifies those deployments. And it allows us to actually identify what our customers are using so that we can cross-sell and upsell new things to them as we progress. We can give them a call every couple of months and suggest that they look at using new tiles. This is a really great way of cross-selling and upselling to customers, doing what we call white space mapping to ensure that we are selling as much as we can to each customer. So when we look at this, what we have here is a very simple workflow. So you click on the tile, you decide which tile you want, it authenticates you, for example, into the application that you want to deploy, in this case Salesforce. You can then go through, fill out the form. It's a very simple pop-up wizard. So again, you don't need to be a crypto ninja, you don't need to be very technical. You answer the questions, you complete that, and away you go. You've deployed your keys, you've secured your keys, whatever it is that your application is going to allow you to do. And at any point in the future, you can go through and manage those keys. So that's a tile. It's very simple, very easy to understand. So what does a customer buy? You'll get more detail on this in the pricing module within these DPoDcast training sessions. But basically, the customer will go through and identify the type of tile that they wish to use with the integration that they want. I'm going to use here an example for TDE encryption. So we're going to secure the keys for Oracle TDE encryption. The customer will then determine the number of units of that tile that they wish to use. So every time that they click on that tile and deploy that tile, that's counted as a unit. So they would go through, for example, this customer here wishes to subscribe to 3 different business units, so therefore they would require 3 units. They do that, they then determine how long they want to subscribe for. Probably a 36-month contract, because that's what most of our customers still work towards. So they would then fill in the right contract to do that. So we get to a point where that customer has subscribed to 3 TDE tiles, okay, for 36 months. That's what we call the minimum billable usage. That's what they're subscribing to. 3 units for 36 months at the price that is agreed with them by their channel partner. Okay. Any additional usage, so of course, data protection on demand, as the name implies, allows you to subscribe on demand to different applications. So if the customer wanted to use additional TDE tiles, they would just use them and we would bill them the following month for that. And again, also, each additional tile that they use, so for example, if they used CyberArk as well as TDE, that would incur an additional charge as well. The benefits of this tile approach mean that in the future, we'll be able to do other things, like moving to different charging models. So for example, we might want to charge different prices for different tiles. We might want to get to more granular pricing. So rather than charging for the tile itself, we charge for the keys that are being used or the transactions that are being made. It'll allow us to add premium services. So for example, we can see here for the CyberArk tile, we might introduce, for example, a good, better, best or bronze, silver, gold type innovation, where we add additional transactions per second or numbers of keys or numbers of clients. So really, breaking it down like this makes it easier for us to sell, makes it easier for us to cross-sell and upsell to customers, and it allows us for the future to add new innovations in terms of pricing models. We may even get to the point where, like your mobile phone, we can start bundling different tiles together to create different packs. So very simple, very easy. That's the tile. Thank you very much.